Have you ever cracked open an egg for breakfast, thinking it's the healthiest choice for your day? Eggs are a staple in many kitchens, praised for their protein and nutrients. But what if the way you're eating them could be silently harming your health, especially as you age? I'm Dr. Robert Peterson, a 92-year-old internal medicine specialist with over 60 years of experience, and I've seen countless seniors unknowingly make egg-eating mistakes that jeopardize their well-being. In this video, I'll reveal 5 critical egg-eating habits you must avoid to protect your health and share a simple method that transformed my patients' lives, like 86-year-old Mrs. Mary Johnson, who slashed her cholesterol medication by 30% just by changing how she ate eggs. You need to watch until the end because missing even one of these tips could mean the difference between eggs being your medicine or your poison. Don't let a small mistake rob you of a vibrant, healthy life. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. First, eating only egg whites on an empty stomach. Many individuals, particularly older adults, mistakenly believe that discarding egg yolks and consuming only egg whites is a healthier choice due to concerns about cholesterol. However, this practice is not only misguided but can also pose significant health risks, especially when done on an empty stomach. Egg whites contain a protein called avidin, which binds strongly to vitamin B7, biotin, preventing its absorption in the body. Biotin is a critical nutrient that supports numerous physiological processes, including the health of the nervous system, skin, hair, and cognitive function. A biotin deficiency can lead to a range of symptoms, starting with subtle signs like fatigue, irritability, or mild depression, and progressing to more severe issues such as numbness or tingling in the extremities, muscle weakness, memory impairment, and even clinical depression. These symptoms are particularly concerning for older adults, as aging already places additional stress on the nervous system and cognitive health. For example, consider the case of Mrs. Eleanor Thompson, a 72-year-old retiree from Maine. For years, she consumed only egg whites on an empty stomach, believing it was a heart-healthy choice. Over time, she began experiencing severe numbness in her hands and feet, which eventually progressed to difficulty walking and maintaining balance. After consulting a neurologist, she was diagnosed with a biotin deficiency caused by her dietary habits. The effects of avidin are amplified when eggs are consumed on an empty stomach because the high levels of stomach acid present in a fasting state enhance avidin's ability to bind to biotin, further reducing its bioavailability. In contrast, egg yolks are a nutritional powerhouse, particularly for older adults. Beyond containing cholesterol, yolks are rich in essential nutrients such as lecithin, omega-3 fatty acids, lutein, zeaxanthin, and, crucially, biotin itself. Lecithin supports brain health by aiding in the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter vital for memory and cognitive function. Lutein and zeaxanthin are antioxidants that protect against age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in seniors. By discarding the yolk, individuals miss out on these critical nutrients, which are especially important for maintaining health in later years. Moreover, the biotin in egg yolks can counteract the avidin in egg whites, neutralizing its negative effects when the whole egg is consumed. To optimize egg consumption, it's best to eat both the yolk and white together and avoid eating eggs on an empty stomach. Consuming eggs during or after a meal, particularly one that includes fiber-rich foods like a vegetable salad or whole grain bread, slows digestion and enhances nutrient absorption. This approach minimizes the interaction between avidin and stomach acid while ensuring the body benefits from the full spectrum of nutrients in eggs. For those concerned about cholesterol, research indicates that for most people, consuming 5 to 7 eggs per week, roughly 1 egg per day, is safe and does not significantly impact cardiovascular health. However, individuals on cholesterol-lowering medications or those with conditions like dementia or Parkinson's disease should consult their healthcare provider, as biotin deficiency can exacerbate neurological symptoms in these populations. Additionally, people taking environmental hormones or certain antibiotics, e.g., sulfonamides, may be at higher risk of biotin deficiency and should take extra care to consume whole eggs in moderation and at appropriate times. Practical tips. Always eat the whole egg, yolk and white, to balance nutrient intake and mitigate avidin's effects. Pair eggs with fiber-rich foods like vegetables or whole grains to improve digestion and nutrient absorption. If cholesterol is a concern, Limit egg consumption to 5 to 7 per week and consider eating them in the afternoon, as some studies suggest this may reduce cholesterol absorption. Consult your doctor if you're on medications or have neurological conditions to ensure your egg consumption aligns with your health needs. Reflect on your habits. Have you been discarding egg yolks to eat healthier? If so, consider incorporating whole eggs into your diet for a more balanced and nutrient-rich approach. Second, eating raw eggs. Some older adults have a tradition of consuming raw or undercooked eggs, whether by drinking them mixed with alcohol, e.g., vodka, or eating them soft-boiled with a runny yolk. While these practices may stem from cultural habits or perceived health benefits, they carry significant risks, particularly for seniors whose immune systems are naturally weakened with age. The primary concern is the risk of Salmonella infection, a bacterial illness that can have severe consequences in older adults. Unlike younger individuals, seniors are more vulnerable to infections due to age-related declines in immune function, making them less equipped to fight off pathogens like Salmonella. Salmonella infection is far more serious than a simple upset stomach. In older adults, it can lead to severe dehydration, high fever, and, in some cases, sepsis, a life-threatening condition where the body's response to infection causes widespread inflammation and organ dysfunction. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, adults aged 65 and older have the highest mortality rates from Salmonella infections, with hospitalization often required for severe cases. For instance, 82-year-old Mr. Mark Thompson, a lifelong fan of drinking raw eggs mixed with vodka, was admitted to the intensive care unit after developing sepsis from a Salmonella infection. Even after recovery, he faced prolonged antibiotic treatment, which disrupted his gut microbiome, leading to chronic diarrhea, malnutrition, and a significant decline in quality of life. Beyond the risk of infection, raw eggs pose another problem. They exacerbate biotin deficiency. The avidin in raw egg whites retains its full activity because it is not denatured by heat, making it highly effective at binding to biotin and preventing its absorption. This can lead to the same neurological and cognitive symptoms described earlier, such as numbness, memory loss, and depression. Furthermore, raw egg proteins can disrupt the balance of beneficial gut bacteria, which is critical for immune function, digestion, and mental health in older adults. Emerging research has linked gut microbiome imbalances to conditions like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and depression, underscoring the importance of maintaining microbial health in later years. To consume eggs safely, they must be cooked thoroughly to an internal temperature of at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit 74 degrees Celsius, which kills Salmonella and denatures avidin, rendering it harmless. For boiled eggs, this means cooking them for 9 to 12 minutes until the yolk is fully solidified. When purchasing eggs, check for freshness by examining the expiration date and inspecting the shells for cracks or stains, as damaged shells can harbor bacteria. Store eggs in the refrigerator and consume them within 2 weeks of purchase for optimal safety. Always wash your hands after handling eggshells, and avoid discounted eggs nearing their expiration date, as the risk of contamination increases. While frugality is understandable, investing in fresh, high-quality eggs is a small price to pay for safeguarding your health. Practical tips. Cook eggs thoroughly until the yolk is fully set to eliminate Salmonella risk and neutralize avidin. Boil eggs for at least 9 to 12 minutes, or ensure fried or scrambled eggs reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit 74 degrees Celsius. Check egg freshness before purchase and store them properly in the refrigerator. Avoid raw or undercooked egg dishes, such as soft-boiled eggs or homemade mayonnaise, unless using pasteurized eggs. If you enjoy traditional recipes involving raw eggs, consider switching to fully cooked alternatives to protect your health. Have you been consuming raw or undercooked eggs? If so, it might be time to adopt safer cooking practices to protect your health and well-being. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Third, consuming medication. Many older adults take multiple medications to manage chronic conditions, but consuming eggs alongside certain drugs can lead to harmful interactions. Specifically, eggs can interact with blood thinners, e.g., warfarin, antibiotics, e.g., tetracycline or quinolones, and iron supplements, reducing their effectiveness or causing adverse effects. These interactions are particularly concerning for seniors, who often rely on precise medication regimens to maintain their health. For example, warfarin, a common blood thinner, works by inhibiting vitamin K-dependent clotting factors. Egg yolks are rich in vitamin K, and sudden changes in egg consumption can alter warfarin's effectiveness, increasing the risk of either excessive bleeding if vitamin K intake decreases, or blood clots if vitamin K intake increases. A real-world example is 85-year-old Mr. Harold Smith, who was rushed to the emergency room with a brain hemorrhage after regularly eating eggs with his warfarin prescription. The vitamin K in the egg yolks reduced the drug's anticoagulant effect, leading to dangerous complications. Similarly, antibiotics like tetracycline and quinolones can bind to the calcium, magnesium, and iron in eggs, forming complexes that reduce the drug's absorption and effectiveness. This can delay infection treatment and worsen health outcomes. Iron supplements, often prescribed for anemia, are another concern. The proteins in egg whites can bind to iron in the digestive tract, forming complexes that prevent absorption. This is a critical issue for older adults with anemia, as seen in the case of 76-year-old Mrs. Dorothy Jones. Despite diligently taking iron supplements, her anemia persisted because she consumed eggs at the same time, unknowingly inhibiting iron absorption. To avoid these interactions, maintain a gap of at least 2 hours between egg consumption and medication intake. For critical medications like warfarin, a 4-hour gap may be safer. Always consult your doctor or pharmacist about potential interactions between eggs and your specific medications, as precautions vary by drug. For instance, thyroid medications like levothyroxine should ideally be taken on an empty stomach in the morning. But if you eat eggs in the morning, wait at least 1 hour after taking the medication. Similarly, high blood pressure medications and statins, cholesterol-lowering drugs, should be taken at least 2 hours apart from eggs. Eggs can also interfere with the absorption of calcium or zinc supplements, which are important for bone health and immunity, respectively. If you take these supplements, consume them at a different time of day from eggs. Practical tips. Wait at least 2 to 4 hours between eating eggs and taking medications, especially blood thinners, antibiotics, or iron supplements. Consult your healthcare provider about specific drug-food interactions to tailor your diet to your medication regimen. If taking thyroid medication, eat eggs at least 1 hour after your dose, preferably with a meal, to avoid interactions. Separate egg consumption from calcium or zinc supplements to ensure proper absorption of these essential minerals. Keep a food diary to track when you eat eggs relative to your medications, helping you identify and avoid potential interactions. Reflect on your habits. Do you typically eat eggs around the same time as your medications? If so, consider adjusting your routine to ensure your medications work effectively and safely. By understanding and addressing these 3 common mistakes, eating only egg whites on an empty stomach, consuming raw or undercooked eggs, and pairing eggs with certain medications, older adults can enjoy eggs as part of a healthy diet while minimizing risks. Eggs are a nutrient-dense food, but their benefits are best realized when consumed thoughtfully and safely. Fourth, consuming between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Consuming eggs between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., a common practice for many who enjoy fried or steamed eggs as part of their breakfast, may not be the healthiest choice, particularly for older adults. This time of day coincides with the body's peak secretion of cortisol, a hormone often associated with stress but vital for regulating the body's circadian rhythm. Cortisol levels naturally surge in the early morning to help us wake up and prepare for the day, then gradually decline toward the evening to facilitate rest. However, this morning cortisol spike has a significant downside. It promotes cholesterol synthesis in the liver, which can elevate blood cholesterol levels. When combined with the cholesterol naturally present in eggs, this can lead to a compounded effect, causing cholesterol levels to rise dramatically, especially in individuals with impaired cholesterol metabolism, such as older adults or those with underlying health conditions. For example, consider the case of 78-year-old Mr. Ronald Jones, who suffered an acute myocardial infarction, heart attack, after years of eating fried eggs every morning at 6 a.m. Subsequent medical tests revealed that his cholesterol levels were double the normal range, a dangerous elevation likely exacerbated by his morning egg consumption. Mr. Jones believed eggs were a healthy breakfast choice, unaware that the timing of his meals was contributing to his cardiovascular issues. This case highlights the potential risks of consuming eggs during the early morning hours when cortisol levels are at their highest, particularly for older individuals whose bodies may struggle to regulate cholesterol effectively. Another complicating factor is that the digestive system is not fully active in the early morning. After a night of rest, the gastrointestinal tract is in a relatively dormant state and only gradually begins to function as the day progresses. Consuming protein-rich foods like eggs during this period can place an undue burden on the digestive system, potentially leading to symptoms such as indigestion, bloating, or heartburn. This is especially problematic for older adults, whose digestive capacity may already be compromised due to age-related declines in enzyme production or gastrointestinal motility. Instead, the optimal time to consume eggs is between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. During this window, cortisol levels are lower, reducing the stimulation of cholesterol synthesis in the liver. Additionally, the digestive system is fully activated by this time, allowing for more efficient nutrient absorption and digestion. The liver, which plays a critical role in cholesterol metabolism, is also more active in the afternoon, further supporting the body's ability to process the cholesterol and nutrients in eggs effectively. To enhance the health benefits of eggs, always pair them with fiber-rich vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, or onions. Dietary fiber helps reduce cholesterol absorption in the intestines, while the antioxidants in these vegetables protect blood vessel health, reducing the risk of cardiovascular issues. For example, combining eggs with spinach in an omelet or adding diced onions to scrambled eggs not only enhances flavor but also supports heart health. Conversely, eating eggs late at night, particularly before bed, should be avoided. The digestion of protein-rich foods like eggs requires significant energy, which can interfere with the body's natural recovery and regeneration processes during sleep. Nighttime is when the body focuses on rest and repair, and burdening the digestive system with heavy foods can disrupt sleep quality and overall recovery. For individuals seeking protein in the morning, lighter, easier-to-digest options such as tofu or Greek yogurt are better choices. These foods provide high-quality protein without the digestive strain or cholesterol concerns associated with eggs during the early morning hours. If you're accustomed to eating eggs first thing in the morning, consider shifting this habit to the afternoon for better health outcomes. What time of day do you typically eat eggs, and would you be willing to experiment with adjusting the timing to the afternoon? If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 5th, high-temperature oil cooking. Fried eggs, a beloved breakfast staple for many, are often cooked in high-temperature oil, but this method can pose significant health risks, particularly for older adults. When eggs are exposed to high heat, typically above 212 degrees Fahrenheit 100 degrees Celsius, the protein structure undergoes denaturation, which alters its composition and makes it more difficult for digestive enzymes to break down. This can lead to digestive discomfort, including bloating, gas, or irritation of the stomach lining, especially in individuals with weakened gastric function due to age or chronic conditions. More concerning is the production of harmful substances when oils are heated beyond their smoke point, the temperature at which they begin to break down and produce toxic compounds. Common cooking oils, such as vegetable or canola oil, can generate aldehydes, acrylamide, and other oxidative byproducts when overheated. These compounds are not only irritating to the stomach lining but also contribute to systemic inflammation and oxidative stress, which are linked to long-term health issues such as cardiovascular disease and cognitive decline. Furthermore, high-temperature cooking destroys valuable nutrients in eggs, particularly choline, a critical nutrient found in egg yolks. Choline supports brain health, memory function, and nerve signaling, and its loss through high-heat cooking is especially detrimental for older adults, who are at greater risk of cognitive decline. Take the example of 84-year-old Mrs. Jane Smith, who developed chronic gastritis after years of eating fried eggs daily. Her symptoms, including loss of appetite and unintended weight loss, were initially mistaken for simple indigestion. However, after switching to gentler cooking methods, such as boiling or steaming eggs, her gastrointestinal symptoms improved significantly, and she regained her appetite. Similarly, 82-year-old Mr. George Smith, a lifelong fried egg enthusiast, experienced severe heartburn and digestive discomfort as he aged. By transitioning to boiled eggs, he not only alleviated his symptoms but also improved his overall protein intake, as his body was better able to digest and absorb the nutrients. For optimal health, eggs should be cooked using low-heat methods to preserve their nutritional value and minimize digestive strain. The best approach is to place eggs in cold water and bring them to a gentle boil over low heat for approximately 10 minutes. This method minimizes protein denaturation, ensuring that the egg remains easy to digest while retaining its nutritional benefits. Once the water reaches a boil, reduce the heat to a simmer to prevent overcooking, which can cause the egg protein to become tough and rubbery. Alternative low-heat cooking methods include steaming or poaching. Steamed eggs are gently cooked with water vapor, while poached eggs are prepared by simmering in water just below the boiling point. Both methods avoid the use of oil and reduce the risk of nutrient loss or harmful compound formation. Cooking eggs in a microwave should be avoided, as the rapid and uneven heating can severely denature the protein structure, making digestion more difficult. Additionally, microwaving eggs poses a risk of explosion due to steam buildup within the egg, which can be both dangerous and messy. To enhance the flavor and health benefits of eggs, consider incorporating herbs and spices such as turmeric, black pepper, or parsley. These not only add taste but also provide anti-inflammatory and digestive benefits. For instance, curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, has been shown to reduce inflammation and support brain health, making it an excellent addition to egg dishes, particularly for older adults. If fried eggs have been a staple in your diet, consider making the switch to boiling or poaching starting today. These methods are gentler on the body, preserve essential nutrients, and reduce the risk of harmful byproducts. By adopting these cooking practices, you can continue to enjoy eggs as a nutritious and delicious part of your diet without compromising your health. Summary of egg consumption guidelines for older adults. Eggs are a nutrient-dense food, rich in high-quality protein, vitamin D, B vitamins, selenium, and choline, all of which are critical for maintaining health in older age. However, improper consumption habits can turn this superfood into a health risk. To maximize the benefits of eggs while minimizing potential harm, follow these 5 key principles. Avoid eating only egg whites on an empty stomach. Always consume the whole egg, including the yolk, as part of a balanced meal to ensure optimal nutrient absorption and avoid digestive irritation. Do not eat raw eggs. Always cook eggs thoroughly to eliminate the risk of bacterial contamination, such as salmonella, which is particularly dangerous for older adults with weakened immune systems. Avoid consuming eggs with medications. Maintain at least a 2-hour gap between eating eggs and taking medications to prevent interference with drug absorption. Do not eat eggs early in the morning. Opt for the 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. window, when cortisol levels are lower and the digestive system is fully active, to optimize cholesterol metabolism and nutrient absorption. Avoid cooking eggs in high-temperature oil. Use low-heat methods like boiling, steaming, or poaching to preserve nutrients, enhance digestibility, and avoid the formation of harmful compounds. By adhering to these guidelines, eggs can serve as a powerful ally in supporting muscle maintenance, immune function, and overall health in older age. At 92, I attribute my ability to continue my medical practice to small but consistent habits like these, which have helped me maintain vitality and well-being. Changing long-standing eating habits can be challenging, but even adopting one of these principles can lead to meaningful improvements over time. For example, why not try boiling a few eggs tomorrow morning and enjoying them with a side of vegetables for lunch? This simple change could be the first step toward making eggs a true tonic for your health. Which of these principles are you ready to put into practice? Thank you for watching this eye-opening journey into the unexpected truth about eggs. I hope my 60 years of experience as Dr. Robert Peterson have shed light on how this simple food can be a powerful ally for your health when eaten the right way. So, what have you learned so far? Maybe it's the importance of eating the whole egg, avoiding raw eggs, or timing your egg consumption to avoid medication interactions. I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll put into practice in your life? Please share it in the comments below this video. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more actionable health tips to help you live a vibrant, healthy life.